To the surprise of absolutely nobody, after LeBron James forced the Lakers to draft his son Bronny so that they could do a big PR stunt opening night. Look, me and Bronny James, father-son, on the floor together. Things haven't gone very well for Bronny because he was not ready for this in the NBA. He probably should have stayed in college, or at the very least, if he was drafted, he should have stayed in the G League to develop as an NBA player. But that's not what happened. LeBron James got exactly what he wanted. Bronny James, after LeBron is the one that forced him into the spotlight, after he's the one that named him LeBron James Jr., after he's the one who said Bronny could beat a bunch of people that are in the league right now, LeBron forced this on his son and on the Lakers. And now LeBron James is very upset that people in the media are criticizing his son and him for his role in the NBA. And last night at the Lakers game, it looked like LeBron went up and confronted Stephen A. Smith of ESPN about that. LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith got into an all-time courtside dust-up over comments about Bronny James. And this was the video that came out this morning that really started circulating. Taken last night, they came out this morning of a confrontation that happened on the floor. You couldn't hear what was said, but a lot of people assumed that LeBron was mad that Stephen A. Smith was criticizing his son, who is an NBA player, by the way, because of you, LeBron. Here's that video. So that's all it was. The video quickly went viral, a lot of speculation, and today on First Take, Stephen A. Smith confirmed that's exactly what this was about. Stephen A., viral video of LeBron James confrontation at Lakers game was about Bronny. And we're going to let Stephen A. Smith, say his piece on this. However, the fact that Stephen A. Smith is being such a bitch about this, and I mean that when he's basically handling LeBron James with kid gloves, right? Not very critical of LeBron James for this, whereas if it was anybody else, he'd be lighting him the fuck up probably. Because here are the facts. Bronny James, even though he probably doesn't deserve to be, has been an NBA player this year. He's having one of the worst statistical seasons we've ever seen. He's shooting about 25% from the field, albeit with limited time playing. He's playing pretty decently in the G League, where he probably belongs, where he should be sent to develop for a while. But instead, it was this dog and pony show that LeBron James forced on his son and forced on the Los Angeles Lakers. People have a right to criticize that because you, LeBron James, are the one who forced your son into this position. And now you're getting mad when people are being critical about that because of your bitch-ass ego. But let's let Stephen A. say his piece.
That was LeBron James coming up to me, unexpectedly, I might add, to confront me about making sure that I mind what I say about his son. Can't repeat the words because they ain't suited for FCC airwaves.
He basically pulled a Will Smith. Keep my son's name out your fucking mouth is probably what he said.
That's what he was doing. I thought long and hard about this over the last few hours because I had no intentions, Molly, of talking about this at all.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because it was a one-on-one, I wouldn't say a conversation, but it was a one-on-one confrontation. But then I wake up and everybody from ESPN and my agent and everybody else were sending me that this thing had gone viral. And so ultimately it was unavoidable, and that is why I have to discuss it now. That wasn't a basketball player confronting me. That was a parent. That was a father. And I can't sit here and be angry or feel slighted by LeBron James in any way in that regard. By all accounts, he's obviously a wonderful family man and a wonderful father who cares very, very deeply about his son.
And I understand that perspective. And yes, as a father, you are going to have this instinct to protect your child 100%. However, LeBron is the reason that his son is in this position. LeBron is the one who forced him into this. LeBron is the one who wanted him to come out so he could play with him to make history. LeBron is the one who used his child as a PR stunt and forced the Lakers to draft him for this reason. There's no denying that. There's no spinning that. There's no question about that. That is the truth. LeBron James has done this to his son. And at the same time, even though he's your kid, he's an NBA player. And you're talking about sports commentators shouldn't be allowed to say things about him? That's bullshit. It's bitch made, but it's everything we've come to expect from Queen James.
And based on some of the comments that he had heard, or shall I say, I think he thought he heard, he clearly took exception to some of the things that he heard me say, and he confronted me about it. For the record, his agent and friend, Rich Paul, has my number. Maverick Carter, who works under him, has my number. LeBron James knows how to get in contact with me if he wanted to. He never called, because had he called and wanted to talk to me, I would have accepted that call. Had he wanted to see me, I would have flown out and I would have seen him and I would have had a conversation man to man. But that is not what he elected to do. Instead, he elected to confront me while I was sitting courtside. Ari Emanuel, the head of William Morris Endeavor, one of the agencies that represents me, along with Larry David, was sitting courtside. I was with them for the game. And he walked right up to me and he said what he had to say. And apparently he feels like I was slighting his son.
You're talking about the NBA, and LeBron has forced his kid in the NBA. LeBron is a bitch-made piece of shit. We've always known this. That's who he is. I think that Stephen A's response is weak. I really do. And I understand the parental aspect of it. And I understand why LeBron wouldn't like that. But your son is an NBA player. Doesn't deserve to be, but is because you forced him there. And now you have to deal with everything that means. And that means that if your son, Bronny James, is having one of the worst statistical seasons we've ever seen in NBA history, that it deserves to be criticized. And that you deserve to be criticized for your actions and your role in getting your son to that position. But there it is. I think Stephen A should have gone way harder on LeBron James than he did. Stephen A is treating him with kid gloves. Don't know exactly why. If this was any other player that did this, I think the gloves would be off. But no, because it's LeBron James, everybody bows down to the self-anointed fake king. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. All of this has happened because of you, LeBron James. You're the one who named your kid LeBron James Jr. You're the one who years ago said he's better than half the guys on the current roster as it is. You're the guy who forced the Lakers to draft him. You're the guy who forced him to be on the team so you could make history. And now you have to deal with the consequences. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and I'll talk to you later.